Welcome back to Tusi TV. This is your global news channel. I'm Maya Tusi, and the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi has made a huge announcement in regards to the upcoming transition government in Iran and now the Transitional Committee. The Iranian people inside the country, the Immortal Guard, are now arming themselves and are preparing for the uprising, the actual final battle against the Islamic occupation forces, following, of course, the strikes by the US and Israel. And also a major announcement from the Israeli Defense Forces, which we're going to show you, as they have finally started to target the schools in Iran. Finally, as you guys know, schools are closed. There are no civilian or children in schools, but they are being used as temporary bases for the IRGC's Basij unit. They are now getting hit by the IDF. A lot is happening. Also, as I said earlier today, we're still celebrating 1.5 million subscribers. So we are giving you guys the biggest thing ever that we have created on 2C TV Plus. Yes, lifetime memberships. Finally here, temporarily. It's a limited offer. You can actually save money over time. All right, you can join 2C TV Plus as a lifetime member. You will get a welcome phone call with me. We've had a lot of people joining today, so you will check your inboxes. We're going to get in touch with you guys over the next few days to obviously arrange the phone call with me. Free tickets to all 2C events, annual online 2C TV company conference with the rest of the team, and VIP customer support. If you already have a monthly or annual memberships, you can upgrade it, of course, but this is a limited offer. It's not on the website. There are people who go on the website saying, I can't find it. It's not on the website. The link is in the description under the video, in the box. Check it out there. Also, I'm going to do a pinned comment after. All right, the Israelis have started to hit the schools. This is the first one that we have as an example, a boys' school in Khomeini. That was turned into an IRGC military base. Today, the Israeli Defense Forces have destroyed it. This was the photo after when they targeted this. And of course, a huge number of militants were taken out as well. Again, as a reminder, schools are closed. There are no children, no civilians currently in these places, but until now it was a bit of a taboo. It was politically incorrect, and of course both the Israelis and the Americans have been doing their risk assessment over the last few days to see whether they can or can't hit these targets. As you can see, it's happening now. Where are they going to go? Because the checkpoints have been getting hit. They went under the bridges. The drones went under the bridges and hit them. They went into tunnels. The drones went into the tunnels and hit them. They went to schools. The drones and, of course, the fighter jets are hitting them. What next? Where can they actually go? Also, on the other side, the Immortal Guard. These are the Iranian people against the Islamic occupation. They have now made their move. They are preparing. They are arming themselves after being called upon by the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi to be on standby. For now, stay at home, be prepared. Eventually, you're going to come out. We're going to take control. We're going to liberate cities in Iran one by one. And the Crown Prince said he will return. He will be alongside them in the first liberated city in Iran. So they have now begun stockpiling weapons. And let's just go to this video. Probably don't need the music in the background, but you can see they are preparing. They also have obviously Molotov cocktails and a lot of other improvised devices that they are preparing for themselves. So this is going to be a huge next phase in this conflict. And the conflict that we're talking about is not really about the United States and Israel in Iran, because firstly, the war is not against Iran. The war is against the Islamic Republic. Also, the wider conflict that we're talking about is about everybody against the Islamic Republic, the Israelis, the Americans, and the Iranians as well. Now, Reza Pahlavi, the Crown Prince, has made yet another announcement with a new transitional committee, especially when it comes to the justice transition and what's going to happen with the infrastructure. The moment he returns with the rest of the team, we can see that the committees, the cabinet, the government is getting structured. It's getting more organized. It's actually been announced. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that his team are doing. Let's go to this announcement with the English subtitles and then we shall come back.
همیهنان عزیزم، برای شما که در 5 دهه گذشته قربانی بی‌عدالتی، شکنجه و سرکوب جمهوری اسلامی بوده اید، برای مادران و پدران، دختران و پسران، خواهران و برادران داغدار و دادخواهی که این رژیم ضحاکی هر سال، هر ماه و هر روز بر شمار و رنجهای شما افزوده است، امروز با افتخار و در راستای تحقق عدالت برای تک تک شما حکم تأسیس کمیته تدوین مقررات عدالت انتقالی را صادر کردم. این کمیته مأمور تدوین مقررات یک دادگاه و یک کمیسیون حقیقتیاب خواهد بود. اعضای این کمیته ایرانیانی متخصص و با تجربه از 4 نسل متفاوت هستند. دکتر شیرین عبادی، آقای ایرج مصداقی، دکتر لیلا بهمنی و دکتر افشین الیان. ریاست این کمیته را خانم عبادی پذیرفتند. همچنین شماری از برجسته‌ترین حقوقدانان بین‌المللی به عنوان مشاور این کمیته را یاری خواهند داد. عدالت انتقالی بخش مهمی از برنامه گذار قانونمند ماست. حقیقت روشن خواهد شد. عدالت اجرا خواهد شد. نور بر تاریکی پیروز خواهد شد. پاینده ایران.
Absolutely brilliant move. The reason this is very important, again, in case some of you might not be able to read the subtitles, it's quite small, not my fault. The summary was, there's now a team. First things first, one of the things that they've been working on behind the scenes all this time, the Crown Prince's team, is to unite the different type of oppositions that you've had for years and decades. You've had various groups, oppositions, and they've finally been united under one umbrella, one leader, the opposition leader, the Crown Prince. And you've got these people who are educated, who are experienced, some inside Iran, some outside Iran. They're all getting together. The first thing that is announced as part of this new transition government, which obviously he mentioned a couple of days ago, as we said, that he's preparing to return. So he's preparing the transition. He first published the blueprint, which I also showed you. But the first major policy announcement is actually about the justice transition. The reason for that is because the first thing you need to do once you take over is to sort out the issue of justice. Justice must be served. There will be a lot of people, as part of the IRGC, as part of the current government and the regime, that need to face justice. There also needs to be basic judiciary, transitional-wise, to be able to keep the country together. You can't, for example, make the first announcement to be fixing potholes or the taxes. You can't do that. You have to sort out the fundamentals, and this is what they are doing. We'll get back to that in a second, but let's go to the latest videos we are receiving. The Islamic Republic are either running out of missiles or missile launchers because they are only launching handful of missiles each time against Israel and their neighboring countries. Tonight in Israel, we had the IDF soldiers and Israeli civilians watching in Tel Aviv one of the missiles from Iran getting intercepted, and of course easily, obviously, and celebrating. Watch this moment. Beautiful. And it's coming. Amazing work, interceptors. Great job, the arrow system. Anyway, we then had the IRGC spokesman. The IRGC spokesman, it reminds me of that guy from the Houthis. Do you remember the Houthi guys in Yemen? The guy who thought that he looked very alpha, but every time he started speaking in his press conference, firstly, when he was making his announcements, it just sounded like he's just shouting for no reason. He was like, also, he had literally a high-pitched voice. He was like, he's so alpha, and he's like, death to Israel, death to Israel. And then he got killed. Whoopsie. But this guy is now taking it to a new level. The IRGC spokesman, who's been threatening everybody over the last few days, has now decided to learn basic English and threatened President Donald J. Trump. Watch this beauty.
A message to the President of the United States. The outcome of war cannot be determined by tweets. The result of a war is determined in the field, the very place where you and your forces do not dare to approach, and you can only talk about it in your tweets. It's better to name this war as Epic Fear instead of Epic Fury.
Oh, to be fair, that was funny at the end. He said it's probably best to name the operation Epic Fear than Epic Fury. He definitely got that from ChatGPT. That was good, actually. But he keeps saying tweet. President Trump doesn't tweet. Firstly, nobody tweets because Twitter's gone. It's X. Secondly, President Trump has his own social media. You know, Truth Social. Get it right, man. Get it right. Anyway, so while he's doing that, and he thinks that President Trump is losing for some reason, they are losing more of their leaders. We can now confirm on 2C TV that, yes, another one bites the dust. Brigadier General Ibrahim, oh, this is a long name. What is it again? Montazavinas. I don't know. It's not even Iranian. It's an Arabic name. I don't even care. Ibrahim. Let's call him Ibrahim. He was the leader of the IRGC Basid resistance in Shiraz. He was responsible for the massacre of thousands and thousands of Iranian civilians in Shiraz and across the country only 2 months ago in January. Well, he's now gone. Bye-bye. It was fun while we had you. But where is the Supreme Leader? We showed you earlier on 2C TV exclusively that he was busy coming out as gay and also going on interviews answering why he's gay. But we now have the latest video from the Supreme Leader, Mojtaba Khamenei. What has he been up to tonight? Oh, he just got married to Tucker Carlson.
Welcome, Tucker Carlson, to our humble church.
Thank you, Father. It's an honor to be here.
And we are pleased to have your friend, the Ayatollah, with us. You wouldn't miss it. Do you take this cardboard cutout to be your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Certainly I do. But of course I do. Wonderful. You may now kiss the cutout.
Now, there are people, unfortunately, on social media who would tell you that this video is not real. They will tell you that this is AI for some reason. I can confirm that this is legit and this wedding actually happened, and the cardboard Supreme Leader is now on his honeymoon in Qatar with Tucker Carlson. Meanwhile, President Trump, of course, found out earlier that, well, not earlier, it was announced that he found out a few days ago that Mojtaba Khamenei might not be into girls. He's into boys. Nothing wrong with it, but it is if you are the Supreme Leader of the Islamic Republic, because they don't like gays, even though half of them are. Not as bad as Afghanistan, the Taliban, 75% of them are, but it's just a very, very hypocritical concept. But apparently, according to the White House, President Trump has been laughing about this for days. He has not been able to stop laughing. Now, a lot of people were wondering, what was the conversation like in the Oval Office, that meeting, when President Trump found out about Mojtaba Khamenei's sexuality? Well, we now have exclusive footage of the president finding out that moment.
Are you a homosexual, Clay?
I am. Yes, Mr. Trump, I am.
No, is that true?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
But
Marcus, did you know that Clay was gay?
Yes, I did. When we first...
Did everybody know this?
Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
Okay.
He let
Because I didn't know it.
Did everybody know he was gay? I didn't know. Anyway, we had to take a break. It's been quite stressful over the last few days and few weeks. But that's what we do on 2C TV. We give you guys the news and also legit footage from exclusive secret meetings. Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, is back from the dead, as you guys know. He apparently died on Friday, and on the third day, on Sunday, he was risen again. And today he has made another video announcement sending a Persian New Year message to the Iranians. 4 days from now, we're going to have the Persian New Year, which is obviously is going to be a little bit chaotic, but this with the final New Year in Iran with the Islamic Republic. Let's go to the message from the Prime Minister.
To the brave people of Iran, I wish you, as I do every year, a happy holiday season beginning with the Festival of Lights. It signifies the age-old belief of the Iranian people that light will triumph over darkness, that good will triumph over evil. This year, this holiday has special meaning. Celebrate it with your friends, your family, your loved ones. I take this opportunity to wish you a happy Nowruz, a year of freedom, a new beginning of hope to all of you, my dear friends. Nowruz Piruz, Payande Iran.
Yes, that means long live Iran. Okay, now while the normal Iranian people are getting ready for the final battle, especially the immortal guard of Iran under the leadership of the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, well, the Islamic Republic have also been busy getting their own recruitment sorted out. The problem here is that the Western European countries, for the past few decades, especially the last couple of decades, have had an open border policy, especially countries like Germany. The problem with that is that you have invited people into your countries without vetting their backgrounds. The IRGC members have been flooding into Europe and places like Canada and Australia and New Zealand. Now, the issue with this is that, on the one hand, some of them are already here and some of them will stay here. Some will join them. This is now the European problem. On the other hand, those who came to Europe, again, countries like Germany, took advantage of the generosity of the European systems, empowered themselves, and now they are going back to Iran to fight against the Iranian people. We have evidence tonight of a so-called, well, a few German nationals. Now, they are German nationals because of the German passport. They are not ethnically from Deutschland. They are, in fact, Iranian. They are part of the Islamic Republic, who somehow, all these years, instead of living in Iran under their beautiful, wonderful authoritarian dictatorship, they decided to move to the West, make more money. Now they're going back to fight against the Iranian people in support of the Islamic dictatorship. Here's one of them.
Hallo liebe Freunde, ich heiße Benjamin, ich bin 40 Jahre alt, Familienvater, bin seit Montag wieder zurück aus Deutschland wegen aktueller Situation. mich brauchen, deswegen bin ich wieder zurückgekehrt. گفتم که سلام دوستان، من بنیامینم، 40 سالمه، پدر یه خانواده‌ام. به خاطر اینکه فکر کردم مملکتم دوباره منو میخواد، به خاطر من دوباره از دوشنبه برگشتم.
So he said it first in German, then in Persian, and there are a few of them. This is the group of them that all came from Germany. First things first, Germany, you must scrap their citizenship. If they try to come back to your country, arrest and deport immediately. Secondly, find out every single person who's connected to these guys in Germany, get rid of them as well. They should all actually at this point stay in Iran. Because once the regime is toppled, these guys must face justice. The Iranian people want the IRGC guys to all go back so they could face justice. Hopefully they will face actual justice, because otherwise you don't want to know what normal Iranian people would do to these guys if they get their hands on them. So if you are working in any of these governments, from France to Sweden, tell your people, tell your ministers, tell your prime ministers and presidents, man up and deport. You don't want these people in your country. Enough is enough. Now, they are now telling us there is a leaked audio message from Iran, from the Islamic Republic, that has been leaked to the Telegraph. Apparently, according to this, the sources in the Islamic Republic, the Supreme Leader, the cardboard Supreme Leader with one leg, Mojtaba Khamenei, only managed to survive the first day of the attacks, apparently just because he stepped outside just for a moment as the bombs were being dropped. Let's quickly go and listen to this, again with subtitles, and then we shall come back.
به خود اون مکان زد. یکم این که آقا هنرش این بود وقتی فرماندهان ما شهید شدن، یک فردی به نام شهید محمد شیرازی اونجا به عنوان مسئول دفتر نظامی حضرت آقا بود. اون 12 روزه تا زدن این سران رو، یه دیدار ایشون با آقا تمام افراد منصوب شدن. اطلاعات کل نظامی ها رو این عزیز داشت. دیروز تشنازش بود، یک شنبه میبرن مشهدشون رو. آقای شیرازی خیلی عجیبه، هم برادر شهید، هم تو این چندین سال تمام کارهای نظامی آقا رو انجام میداد. دشمن حواسش بود آقا رو میزنه ایشون هم بزنه تا کسی رو نتونه معرفی کنه، و تا معرفی کردن اینا بتونن یه فرصتی رو به دست بیارن. تا آخرش هم نتونستن چیزی پیدا کنن. آخرش چند کیلو گوشت و اینا پیدا کردن. این تقصیر خود آقا مجتبی بود. عدو شود سبب خیر اگر خدا خواهد، و مکروا مکر الله و الله خیر الماکرین. چقدر فکر کردن، چقدر حساب کتاب کردن که ایشون رو هم با آقا بزنن. ایشون تو منزل بود، آقا مصطفی هم با خانمش تو منزل بود، آقای مصباح دامادشون تو منزل بود. اینا 3 نفری یه جا نشسته بودن، یعنی 3 تا مکان همونجا، 3 تا سویت بخونه امروزیا اونجا نشسته بودن. تقدیرات الهی بود که آقا مجتبی یک کاری تو حیات داره، بره تو حیات انجام بده بیاد.
What was it doing? What was he doing outside? He had to do something outside, right? To probably see his goat. But so he got lucky, but these guys are saying this is some sort of biblical miracle. Not really. He just had to go have a cigarette and he got lucky. But also, if this is true, this is what they're saying, speaking to the IRGC commanders. I mean, okay, fair enough. If you say so, darling. The Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi has also done another statement about tomorrow to the international community and friends of Iran. Tomorrow night, Tuesday the 17th of March, my compatriots across Iran will celebrate Charshanbe Suri, which I'll explain in a second, in their alleys and neighborhoods. Charshanbe Suri is our, well, he's going to explain actually, as our ancient fire festival of joy and renewal, a cherished tradition rooted in our civilization for millennia. The regime has issued threats of deadly force to suppress these peaceful celebrations and prevent the Iranian people from honoring their heritage. I urge you to keep your eyes on Iran. Do not allow the regime to use violence against the people determined to celebrate life, light, and hope in the face of darkness. As he explained, the Charshanbe Suri is basically the final night before the last Wednesday of the year, and there's bonfire, jump over fire, fireworks, everything, and it's basically about burning off the previous year, getting ready for the new year, starting fresh. The regime is terrified. They are so terrified about what's going to happen here. Fire, fireworks, firecrackers, that sounds terrifying if you are part of the Islamic occupation. Tomorrow is going to be extremely important. Of course, we're going to give you guys the live coverage of this day on 2CTV as usual, but obviously keep an eye on that situation. Earlier tonight, today I was on Fox News, and we were discussing the situation in Iran. We have posted, if you want to watch that interview, we have posted it on this channel on YouTube, on the videos tab. You could watch that. I think it's about 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. But there was one moment where I was asked whether the foreign minister of the Islamic Republic, Abbas Araghchi, mini foreign minister, he claimed that he's shut down the internet in Iran because he has access to the internet himself because he's the voice of the Iranian people. I know a lot of you guys who knew that I was going to go on Fox News, you were expecting me to be extremely professional, extremely serious and boring like these robotic politicians and media people. Nope. I had to do it. I had to tell the truth. Unfortunately, in order to do that, I had to throw Tim Walz under the bus as well.
Let's hope that might be the case. What's interesting is that the only information that's coming out of Iran now seems to be from Abbas Araghchi, Pezeshkian to some degree, maybe a couple of others, because rank and file Iranians, they don't have access to the internet. And Araghchi was asked about that the other day. Listen to what he said.
The Iranian people don't have open internet access, but you do. Why?
Well, because I'm the voice of Iranians, and I have to defend their right. So this is why I have access, but internet is closed because of the security reasons.
I am the voice of Iranians. Is that the case?
It's like Tim Walz saying he's the voice of Minnesota. It's not true. Of course, it's not just not the voice of the Iranian people. He's also not the voice of the regime. I had to. You send me on the mainstream media. This is going to happen. What were you thinking? Yes, he is not the representative of, well, neither the Iranian people nor the regime, because nobody actually cares what Abbas Araghchi is talking about, just like how nobody cares what Tim Walz is talking about. Now the issue is, the main question is, which one is worse? Now that is a tough question. Tim or Abbas? Okay, so there is a couple of things to discuss, especially when it comes to, I'm going to quickly go to Tel Aviv. We have the live feed from there and get some reaction. What has happened? Also, don't forget, another plug, limited offer. We're doing it. We are making ourselves bankrupt. That's why it's limited. Unlike other new media channels and also some big mainstream platforms where they offer permanent lifetime memberships all the time and ask for thousands and thousands of dollars. We don't do that here. You can become a lifetime member of 2CTV Plus today for only £399 or about $500, and that's it. One-off payment forever. You will get a welcome phone call with me directly if you want to. Free tickets for all 2C events, annual online 2CTV company conference, and VIP customer support. But also, obviously, you get full access to everything else. Our app, the documentaries, interviews, original series, our podcasts, and many other shows. We have a political stand-up comedy coming up as well. And if you already have a monthly and annual membership, you can upgrade it. But if you are new, you can't find this page on the website. There's no menu tab. You can only join by clicking on the link in the description. People have been emailing saying, where do I sign up? I explain it every time. Link in the description box under the video. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. First comment. Uncle Brad says, I have obtained my lifetime membership earlier today. Welcome to the 2C Army. That is dangerous. That is 2C Army. 2C Tribe. I can already feel the lefties are going to blame Israel. Well, for this, for the war. Yeah, I blame Israel. And good for Israel. Why is Trump letting PRC China receive oil shipments? We know why. When they continue to provide the Islamic Republic arms and intelligence. One step at a time, pick your battles. The bigger, longer term campaign is about the Chinese Communist Party. You can't just fight against everybody at the same time. It's kind of obvious when it comes to geopolitics. So, got the lifetime membership. Oh, we got more people. Brilliant. Thank you. Wood. Thanks for offering that. Much appreciated. What needs to happen on the ground in Iran to definitely say that the IRGC is officially fallen when normal people are in charge. So the good thing is right now, the Iranian people who are against the Islamic occupation, now they're getting armed. So you got the actual armed forces, the army of the nation, not the IRGC military. You got those guys with experience, with guns, and you also have the immortal guard of basically the civilians who are arming themselves. And this is the final battle. You can't just go around and do some sort of civil protest saying, please, can I have my country back? Well, no, you're going to get shot. And this is the final battle. Everybody's getting ready. They are getting armed. And the moment that you see the flag, the sun and lion flag, then that's it. Then the crown prince will return and they will take control. Of course, the top names, whether they flee or get arrested or die, that is their final moment. Now, of course, there will still be hundreds of thousands of our IRGC members around, but it's about those in charge. You take them out or you get them, capture them, it's over. Now, it's easy to say, but there's a whole process coming with that. Do you think all 3 women, Iranian football players, will be imprisoned or killed and may have been threatened to return or harm to their families? Based on the experience we've had with the regime, unfortunately, yeah, we do expect them to have been arrested and obviously tortured and everything else. But they are not going to give us any updates on that, the regime. So it's gone completely quiet for now. We will get more information eventually. I didn't know the word united was pronounced United End. Mr. Joke. I was happy to see you on Fox News. With that said, please stay independent. What's that got to do with me going on Fox? Keep your circles tight. You are the... Why are you guys worried? It's not like Fox News offered me a job. For the record, in case you don't know about me, I have some problems. Oh, massive problems in my head. I am a contrarian and massive ADHD. I'm not a team player. I can't be told what to do. If you tell me not to touch it, I'm going to touch it twice. And that's one of the reasons that when I had normal jobs in my 20s, I used to jump from job to job. I just can't be part of a team. I can't have a boss. I can't be controlled. I can't be owned. It's a tough life. That's why I thought, yeah, maybe the best thing to do is just start your own business and actually give something back. Be useful. One day I will be useful, but not now. So I can't even sell out. Even if I wanted to, I can't. It's just impossible. TC, like F this. The name is Arabic. Oh, the guy's name, the commander. Why do they have these long Arabic names? Be normal. Why can't you all just be called Tusi or Pahlavi? Nice names. From Baghdad, Bab to Tehran, Tom. Oh, that is a good one. I'm stealing that joke as well. And you cannot take credit. That's it. I stole a joke last night from one of you guys. And actually, I posted on X proudly without giving you guys credit. What was the joke? See, I can't remember now. What was the joke? I need to go back. See, because it wasn't my joke, I completely forgot. Oh no, that's so bad. Got it. Apparently this joke was actually used 20 years ago during the Iraq war. But why are there no Walmarts in Iran? Because they are all targets. It's mine now. I stole the joke, even though I keep forgetting what it is. And now I'm going to steal Tehran Tom. That's a good one too. Thanks for that. Only in Israel can you see the Israelis party outside instead of taking shelter while watching the interceptions. You got to love our energy. Yes, but there's another country that does that. No, it's not Palestine. Nope, it's not Nigeria. It's definitely not Pakistan. It's Iran, as we've been showing you guys the insanity of the Iranian people who keep having parties while watching the US and the Israelis doing the strikes against the IRGC. Like, go back inside. Stop being on the rooftops. It's not safe. But they're loving it. They're playing music. The Israelis and the Iranians are built differently, of course. Absolute crazy people everywhere. All right. The Canadians must vote for Conservatives. Yep. British for Restore. Restore UK is Restore Britain. That's Reform UK. Different party. You mix the parties. And French for National Rally, German for AFD to end immigration and start remigration, says Kevin. Merch idea. Trump and Netanyahu setting mousetraps. Ooh, that is a good one. Although I think it's going to be outdated because I think things are moving very quickly at this point. If I had the idea 2 weeks ago, I am so tired of YouTube censoring me. What are you saying, Henry, that you get censored? Male goats. Oh, there we go. That's why. Male goats should be worried about the new leader. I wonder what you were typing before. So, which lefty loon is going to start a gays for Khomeini support group? Well, for the record, we don't know if Khomeini was gay, but we know Khamenei was, the one who just died, and his son, definitely. We don't know about Khomeini, the first supreme leader who died in 1989. I wouldn't be surprised, but, you know. From a Romanian who lived through a dictatorship, I understand your struggle. Stay strong. I pray for the freedom and success of the Iranian people. Thank you so much. And yes, let's stay hopeful. It's coming home. IRGC says, we are dying, but no fun for you. Looks up. Niche jokes happening tonight. Moshtaba wasn't having a cigarette in that courtyard. He was smoking a bowl. To be fair, these guys are obsessed with opium. They are all addicted to opium. I don't even know why. But a huge chunk of these so-called clerics, the ayatollahs and mullahs, they're all on opium. That's true. I don't know. Maybe that's how they're living forever. Maybe that's the secret. Embarrassed and disgusted as an Australian right now. What separates Albanese from the IRGC by knowingly sending those poor girls to their torturous death. To be fair, at the end of it, when those who were giving asylum, and they still said we changed our mind. Obviously, they didn't. They were forced to. The Australian government couldn't really stop them because they would have then become outraged because they were the reason they were going back was because their families were getting tortured. So it was a bit of a lose-lose situation. But yes, I agree when it comes to the initial decision or lack of decision from the Australian government on that the first couple of days when they had a chance to quietly get them to defect. Albanese didn't do anything. Jeff says, any concessions for lifetime membership? I'm 76, so it seems, is that questionable? I think that's supposed to be questionable as to whether it's economic. It might be easier if you just join on a monthly basis, by the way, if you don't want lifetime. Although, as I said, it's still better than the other websites, certain websites and platforms, lifetime memberships of what, $2,000, $3,000. That's just insanity. I'd rather, because we're losing money for this in the long run, I'd rather do that than just be greedy and like do it for the sake of money, because that's just crazy stuff. I apologize for my failed joke, so here's something to make it up. Thank you for being such an amazing person and showing us the true news. Ah, see, now that's lovely, but it's not funny. Get funny again. Cardboard Charlie is going to the burn pile. Anyway, on that note, don't forget, the limited offer is going away. This is the last chance, otherwise I'm going away forever. Become a member of 2CTV Plus. You now can have lifetime membership. One-off payment is over. Don't worry about direct debits or confusions or whatever. Even if you are already a monthly or annual member, you can upgrade it. Only £399 or about $500. You will also get welcome phone call with me, free tickets to our events, an annual online company conference, and a VIP customer service. Just click on the link in the description under the video and join the dark side. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Maya Tusi, and we are the media.